What's up, everybody? What's going on, y'all? Ike Stevens here. Of course, this is one of my first little things here. One first little shindigs. It's Monday night here as I'm recording this. Of course, by the time most of y'all be watching this, listening to this, it would be clearly the August 28th or better. So anyways, I'm trying to figure out all this podcast stuff, so I'll get it. I think it just takes a little time. Takes a little patience. Anyway, so what's going on? I'm here at the house, sitting in the easy chair, watching the Weather Channel, seeing when they're gonna upgrade this storm to a hurricane. And as of right now, it's still a tropical storm headed right for New Orleans. Do y'all know how to say New Orleans right? I don't either. Anyways, hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. So we'll be keeping the people there in our thoughts and prayers, and hopefully, it's just a minor storm. So, because we all remember what happened with Katrina, and that wasn't good. So, anyways, so like I said, I'm trying to figure out all this podcast stuff, and you gotta have a website and RSS feed and all this other mumbo jumbo, and I don't exactly get all that. So maybe some of y'all will help me out on that. I mean, I will have a website coming up. I've talked to the War Commission about it, and so look in a couple of weeks. May have a what do you call it? A website. I'm really excited about what may be in store for the website, everything. So y'all stay tuned to that. If y'all want to get in on emails and stuff from my next show, I plan on doing more shows coming up. So if y'all want to ask some questions and things of that nature, give me an email, ke5wdp@hotmail.com. Once again, that's ke5wdp@hotmail.com. Okay, so for now, this is going to stay on YouTube until I figure out how to do all the what am I looking for? Tell me, until I figure out all the podcast stuff. It was a typical Monday for me. Went down to San Antone and delivered all the loads and everything. And you know what I've been doing? And I don't know if it's works or not. But I've been turning the air conditioner off in the truck. And just leave the windows rolled up and just kind of have my own little sauna in the truck and just sweat. And man, it seems to work. I mean, just a little extra sweating in there or something. I need something, right? So that's what I've been doing. Been doing some exercise. I slipped all weekend. We didn't really eat well at all. We went to Golden Corral and went to CC's. Good cheap buffets. That was bad. But we'll get over it. You gotta have fun. But oh man, I think I gained like 3 or 4 pounds over the weekend. That's for sure. And then we ate spaghetti tonight. So when I get back off trucking tomorrow morning, I'm really gonna have to get back to dieting very well. So this is kind of weird not having any questions or whatnot, so I'm just kind of having to do this on the spur of the moment. So Be sure to get some questions in there for me for the next time around. I'm hoping to do this at least once a week, maybe twice a week. So send any questions, whether they may be about Schneider National. I don't know everything about Schneider, so we'll try. Or about trucking in general, or if you just want to just chit chat and say hi and stuff like that, we'll figure out something to talk about. I'm gonna try to keep this as an hour show. I think this time it's only going to be a 30-minute show or something. But once we get rolling on this, I like to have a hour show every week, or a couple times a week, something like that, and eventually it'll be on a podcast. This is not going to replace the Trucker Rag Chew videos or the Bonehead, but this is just there's something different to do. So I'm really getting this calling to get into the ministry, and I think this is one of those things that will open up the door for that. Allows me to get off topic a little bit, but still keep it in the trucking side where it's it's not too far off topic. But I know there's a lot of y'all out there that don't like politics, they don't like religion, don't like anything like that. All you want to do is watch trucking videos, and man, I mean, I don't know, maybe I've been in the game a little too long, but it's just like, the trucking stuff gets boring to me. We've got to expand our horizons, so that's part of what the website's going to be about, what these little podcast type things are going to be about. Also, this is something to really look forward to, I think, and I'm looking forward to it, is to have do like interviews with people. I've been wanting to interview people and everything, and this would be a perfect round to do it. So I'm gonna go on the road on location, and definitely get some people some airtime on the internet, and talk about amateur radio, and so it's not going to be just the whole politics and religion. It'll be amateur radio, CB radio, just all sorts of things that I think that may interest everybody a little bit. And so I'll try to give a good description on the title of these videos and podcasts. That way, maybe it's something that you don't want to hear about or see. You can just not watch. But I really appreciate it if you did. So I'm anxious. I'm looking forward to it. I'm starting up a newsletter. I already sent one out, just the kind of a brief one, overlaying what's going through my head as far as doing the the whole ministry and doing the newsletter type thing, and what my big grand scheme is. And so if you want to get on my newsletter, it's right now it's going to be doing through email, and eventually I'm going to go through snail mail. But if you want to get on my email list, go ahead and ke5wdp@hotmail.com. Don't cost anything. None of this is going to cost anything. I mean, it's all about the ministry. It's not about making the money. Now, as you'll notice on my YouTube videos and probably on my website, there'll be places for ads. This stuff costs money, to do, so it don't cost much, but I mean, it does cost. And the stuff that I want to do, like have the website and podcast and everything, it does cost something. So I'm not asking for money, but so if you see ads on videos and website and stuff, that's the reason why. That way, it's all free. I mean, and I for one know what it's like to struggle, and to give money to a stranger, it's not really what I feel like I should be doing. So the ads kind of help both of us out. You get good information, or at least my opinion on what it is, good information, and maybe some entertainment, and I get to do what I want to do and what I feel like I'm being called to do. I know some of y'all may understand that, where, hey, I've got this audience that I could possibly reach out to and spread some good news. And like I said, I don't want to get overly religious on you. Just be a little, be a role model out here. So, anyways, so that's my scheme. Trying to get comfortable at doing this. I'm comfortable in front of a video camera. Not really that comfortable with just a microphone just yet. This is weird. So I will get comfortable with it. Trust me. Give me some emails and stuff, and it would actually help a lot. So, anyways, so what's going on in the world today? So this tropical storm comes out here and puts a damper on the Republican convention. Now I'm saying, oh man, how come it couldn't have hit Tampa right on? I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I've voted Republican mainly, but I'm neither. I don't choose to be one. And so I think both sides, Democrat and Republicans, I think they're all evil, besides maybe a few. And I say a few because they have to be under the name of Republican. That way they could get elected, like Ron Paul and Rand Paul and they say like Dennis Kucinich and stuff. I don't agree with all of their policies, but for the most part I do. So I kind of go both ways. I'm bi-political. I guess go both ways. But I'm still in the closet about who I'm going to vote for this November. I know a lot of people are liking Gary Johnson, and at first I was too. I kind of started thinking about his stance on gay marriage, and he wants it to be where federal law will let people. I'm like, how come we just can't leave it up to the states? But anyways, so let me know who you are voting for coming up in the election. I'll probably write in Ron Paul's name. That's probably who I'm leaning towards. But you never know. You never know, So we'll get into that in future things, especially as the election draws nearer and nearer. As far as the truck and roll goes, let me say that I went to the truck show, and you'll probably see the video that I shot for that later on in this week. Maybe perhaps late Tuesday night, but definitely later on in the week. The video I thought I did a pretty good job on, but the trucks, that was my first time going to the truck show, and oh my gosh, I wore cowboy boots. My feet were killing me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I wore cowboy boots up there. I just, I was sitting there thinking in my head, I just wanted to be like, I'm gonna be Texan. All these people from out from different parts of the country, they come here and want to represent Texas real well, so I put on my cowboy boots. Oh my gosh, my feet were so killing me. Lots and lots of walking. And actually my legs are still killing me too, because your muscles have to get used to walking with different kinds of shoes like that. So my legs are still kind of sore from walking in those boots, because I'm used to tennis shoes, right? I can walk all day in tennis shoes, no big deal. I'm gonna do all that speed walking. Get out there. But so lots of walking, lots of nice chrome trucks, man. And not just chrome, it was just the old trucks restored, like from the 60s. Oh man, they were just super nice. I'm a cab over fanatic, and all I saw was one cab over. I wouldn't drive a cab over, but I just like the looks of them. It just kind of reminds me of the old days. And his first truck I ever drove was a cab over, but and I didn't like it. But now I think about it, I just think about the old days, how they were just everywhere back in the day, and they weren't neat looking then. They were ugly, but now they're kind of neat looking because they're different. So There was one there. I got me a shirt that has a cab over on it. So I'll sport that around. Act like I drive a cab over. People gonna be like, "You driving a cab over, eh?" No, not really. I drive a company truck. Cascade, one of those modern, real modern, almost a smart truck. Not definitely a smart truck. I seen one of those new Peterbilts they have up there. Those are the smart trucks. But they got a kill switch in them. Oh man, I can't believe there's so much in there now. Just when you think they put so much in these trucks, they can't put any more. They come out with a brand new Peterbilt. And I don't know what the name of it is, but it is something, let me tell you. So, went by the OWIDA thing, and I finally got an OWIDA membership. OWIDA, Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association. I'm neither an owner-operator or an independent driver, but I do feel that OWIDA really represents me and people like me well. And so OWIDA is not just for company owners and owner-operators and stuff. They're for all the drivers. So I do suggest you go get a membership of OWIDA, because they're fighting for truckers out there. And you know what? I put it off for so long getting OWIDA membership, and it's to the point that it was just, I don't know. Then Dale Summers passed away this past Friday, and he's always just pushing for OWIDA. Stop your griping and complaining and get an OWIDA membership. And it's like, procrastinate. And but I finally did it, and glad I did. I feel really good about it. And too bad that I can't call into the Bozo show and tell him I did. Chuck and Bozo was a powerful voice on the radio for many years. As long as I've been in it, there's been a Chuck and Bozo. And first time I heard him, I was in Louisiana driving overnight. I was actually in training at this time. This was 2002. I think he was already with no, he was overnight. WLW, I could have swore. But anyways, driving through there, and you can pick up WLW out of Cincinnati. You can pick it up anywhere in the country, barring conditions, overnight. Same thing with Bill Mack. But I already knew who Bill Mack was, because he was WBAP 820 out of Dallas, and he's a local legend, Bill Mack is. But, I had to kind of learn who the Bozo was, and I just, oh man. Once I heard him talk about politics and life in general, it was just like, man, this guy's got it going on. He knew his stuff, and his stuff agreed with my stuff, or I agreed with his stuff. So we're going to miss Chuck and Bozo. It's not going to be the same without him. And if you never got the privilege of listening to the Chuck and Bozo, you missed out. But there'll never be one like him. That's for sure. Speaking of the Chuck and Bozo, and I'm not going to say much about this because it'll kill me, is that I found out who Blanche DuBois is. And it was very surprising to me. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. You have to find out for yourself. You have to get them to admit that. That's if you find them. I mean, I thought he was someone else. Never what I dreamed he was this person. It just took me totally by surprise. So, I'm not going to tell you how I found out. So, but it's just funny, the stuff that went on his show. If you ever know who Blanche DuBois is, just look it up on Facebook. She's whatever, like 400, 500 pounds, and just Nothing but jelly. So, anyways, so that was that. The truck show was fun. I saw my boss up there. We ran into him and everything, and talked to recruiters. One of the recruiters up there at Schneider was one that hired me. So that was pretty neat to put a face to a name, face to a voice over the phone. So that was neat. So that's my weekend. I got a lot of exercise in, but I just didn't I didn't eat right. I ate very, very badly, to be totally honest. All weekend long, including up to today here on Monday. So I'll tell you what's on my agenda this week, and we'll be done. I'm gonna upload this. Hopefully I'll upload it in the morning. I may get it uploaded tonight, but if not in the morning, I'll get it uploaded tomorrow night, along with the trucking show video. And so I'm gonna be headed out. I guess I'll leave out of here about 9 in the morning, and got a backhaul deliver up there in Dallas, 4 pallets, and I'll drop that off. It's just a drop and hook, and drive over there to Masonite and pick up a load, and it goes to Mountain Home, Arkansas. I mean, how many videos have I done that I've been in Mountain Home, Arkansas? I'm making that thing popular. That's the same place I did that video that had that tornado warning out there, and so plenty of memories there already. But Mountain Home, Arkansas, been there, love it there, love the trip there, up through the mountains of northern Arkansas, through the Ozarks. So that's my plan, that's my agenda for the week so far. Now when I get done, I have, like, let's see, 5 or 6 drops. I'll be done in Joplin, Missouri. I'll either do one of 3 things. One, I'll have a backhaul from Broken Bow, Oklahoma, which is pretty cool, like that. Two, I'll drive all the way back to Dallas and maybe pick up a local run for the next day. I'll enjoy that too. Or 3, I'll have a backhaul from the Joplin or Springfield area and take it back to Dallas, and I'm not really for that at all, to be totally honest. So anyways, so hopefully the first 2 be good, because the backhaul situation from places we pick up out of Joplin or Springfield to take back to Dallas, I mean, it usually takes them like 2 hours to get me, and by that time I'm just running short on hours. So I like to make sure I get all the way back to Dallas. So this is our last week of no football. I mean, no football for the Cowboys, professional NFL football, regular season. So come next Wednesday, we got the very first game, and boy, I'm going to be all into it. And so I'm sure I'll be talking about that on some of these things coming up as the Cowboys, because I tend to get into it. I definitely do. So anyways, this is the first one here, and hopefully I'll make the audio sound better in the future. This is my first one, so I can't really complain too much. Hopefully you won't either. I mean, it's free, for crying out loud. But if you want to hook a brother up, you could go up there, and if you see those ads, click on them. I mean, that's alright. That helps me out, helps advertisers out, and all that kind of stuff. Hook a brother up, as they say. So all you truck drivers out there, y'all be safe out there. Hopefully y'all listen to this stuff like going down the road, you know, instead of just sitting there listening to it, you know. Because what I do on my subscriptions on my phone, I'll have you know, like Alex Jones, or let's see, what's that guy's name out of Brooklyn? Oh gosh, he's a black guy. He's a preacher, but he does politics and preaching at the same time. He's a real good guy. I can't think of his name, but I listen to him all the time. The Manning Report. That's what it's called, the Manning Report. Y'all look that up on YouTube. He's a real good guy. And I watch him, I listen to him mainly going down the road. And there's some other things I listen to as well that doesn't require to be sitting there staring at the phone. You just listen to it like a podcast. So hopefully y'all do that with these videos that I'm doing here. And I'll try to make this a little bit more interesting. Y'all need a help. Give me some ideas. Give me some questions if you have any. ke5wdp@hotmail.com. Once again, that's ke5wdp@hotmail.com. Send me your questions, no matter what they are, Schneider, trucking related, or nothing related to anything, and we'll have something to talk about on here. So, anyways, I'll let y'all know as far as websites and stuff like that go. Shouldn't be that long before we get that going. Anyways, y'all take it easy out there on that road, and we sure will over here on this side. So this is KE5WDP from Lake Whitney, Texas, home of the famous I'll tell you what we're famous for later. I'll have to do some studying. But the heart of Texas, from my home QTH, I'm going to have to think of this like some kind of studio or something. Anyways, y'all, thanks for listening and watching. And find me on Facebook as well for any more information. It's facebook.com/KE5WDP. So search for Ike Stevens. Stevens with a PH. I think if you punch in Trucker Right You, will come up as well. So, all sorts of different ways. So, that's it. Hopefully, yeah, this is it. Y'all take it easy out there. 73.